Welcome to ICT Multimedia, Lesson 1, Using Presentation Software. Here's your objectives: describing presentation software, creating and modifying a slide master, adding formatting tiles, inserting images, formatting images, insert and duplicate slides, modify sounds, modify sequences, produce a presentation that includes text and graphics and images, modify presentations and setups, create a progressive slide presentation, and create multimedia presentations. Common features: presentation software. Multimedia has text, graphics, sound, and multimedia files that can be included in the presentation. Templates are a large number of professional looking templates are typically provided with the software. Additional templates can be downloaded from the internet for little or no cost. Slide design layouts. There are a large number of slide design layouts which can be used to create a well-designed slide very quickly. Slide animations. A set of effects which can be applied to animate objects to add visual interest. Transitions. A set of effects which can be applied from one slide to the next to add visual interest. Speed and timing. The speed and timing of the transitions control how fast one slide advances to the next and when the transition begins. Loops. The presentation can be set to loop so that it will play continuously. Handouts. A copy of the slides can be printed out and given to the audience to write notes or to keep as a reminder of the presentation. Timing. It's used to autoplay a presentation. Advantages of presentation software. The software is intuitive and requires minimal skills to begin using. The software can create colorful, attractive designs using the standard templates and themes. The software makes it easy to insert sounds and multimedia to clarify or emphasize a point. The presenter is not necessarily tethered to a desk or lectern to deliver the presentation. Disadvantages: tempting to use too much text, which makes the information difficult to read from a distance. Audio and visual effects can be distracting. Presentations can look amateurish as people get carried away with features such as word art, background colors, animations, timing, etc. There needs to have a computer and projection equipment in place to display the slides to the audience. These are the different popular presentation softwares. We have Google Slides, Microsoft PowerPoint, OpenOffice, LibreOffice, and Prezi. Our school and our class currently use Microsoft PowerPoint. Presentation mediums. Video projectors are most popular. They can be connected to a laptop, desktop, or mobile device. Used to display your presentation onto a screen, a board, or a wall. For small audiences, a computer or tablet can be used. Simply use the monitor or screen of your computer or tablet to show your presentation. It can be converted to video or an audio track can be added. There's interactive whiteboards. You can upload it to the internet. Kiosks in public spaces such as malls, hotel lobbies, conference centers, etc. use presentation mediums. Creating effective presentations. Number 1, minimize the number of words on each slide. Avoid too many words. This slide shows that having too many words does not help emphasize your point because there is too much text for the audience to read. This results in the message getting lost. Too many words on the slide also results in the eye getting lost, which causes your audience to get bored and tune out your message. Rule of 6 by 6. Avoid too many words. Limit slides to a maximum of 6 lines of text with 6 words per line. Limit the number of slides. Avoid putting words in all capital letters. When you use all capital letters, everything looks the same. The eye does not know where to go, so it gets lost. Leave plenty of white space. Leave some white space. Make sure to leave some space. This helps your bullet points stand out. Use a slide master feature to create a template. High contrast text, light text in a dark background makes text stand out. Avoid textured or patterned backgrounds. It makes the text hard to read, especially when trying to read the text from a long distance away. Limit the number of color of fonts. Fonts and colors. This is an example of too many fonts and too many colors. Use colors to emphasize a point. Avoid using special effects. Avoid using flashy transitions or animations. And avoid using special effects. Best practices creating and delivering. Use good quality images that are high enough resolution when projected on a larger screen. The minimum file size for any graphic is 72 dots per inch, DPI. Do not read directly from your slides. The slides are for the audience, not for the presenter. Refer to your slides, but read them. Refer to your slides, but read from your notes and or your memory. This is one thing I'm not doing. I'm reading word for word to help you. Practice with someone who has never seen your presentation. Ask them for honest feedback about your content, colors, images, and any effects that you have included. Number 4, make sure to face your audience when presenting. Many presenters face the direction of their presentation rather than their audience, which is the wrong direction to face and feels rude. Always have a backup of your slide presentation. If you have a copy of your presentation on the laptop you are presenting from, make sure to have a backup copy on a USB thumb drive or stored in the cloud. I just went over these. Here's an example of a bad presentation. It's got too much texture, not enough contrast. You can't actually see it. Here's another example of a bad one. It has too many words and too confusing of a graph. Here's another example of a bad presentation. It has way too many words and you cannot read it because of the background texture. This is a bad presentation. It has way too many words, too many images, and the text is small. This is a bad presentation because it has bad contrast. Storing your documents. Cloud computing. Cloud computing refers to services and applications offered over the internet. Storing your documents on Google Drive. Google Drive, a personal cloud storage service from Google that lets users store and synchronize digital content across computers, laptops, and mobile devices, including Android-powered tablet and smartphone devices. Google Docs, free web-based applications from Google, in which documents, spreadsheets, slides, and forms can be created, edited, and stored online. Files can be accessed from any computer with an internet connection and a full-featured web browser. Installing Google Drive. You can keep your Google Drive files on your desktop by downloading Google Drive on your Mac or PC. Storing your documents. OneDrive, a personal cloud storage service from Microsoft that lets users store and synchronize up to 15 gigabytes for free of digital content across computers, laptops, and mobile devices, including Android-powered tablet and smartphone devices. Installing OneDrive, you can keep your OneDrive files on your device by downloading the OneDrive on your desktop, tablet, phone, or Xbox. Presentation software overview. Presentation software overview. Create, edit, and present presentations. Collaborate and share presentations with others online. It is a common practice to collaborate with others when creating a presentation. Import and convert existing presentations, such as converting a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation to Google Slides. Insert multimedia such as images and videos into your presentation. Mechanics, design, theme. Used to provide a consistent look for all slides in a presentation. Affect the backgrounds, font styles, font colors, and object styles for all slides within a presentation. You can change the look and feel of your presentation by choosing one of the pre-existing themes. PowerPoint equals design. Google Slides equals themes. Mechanics slide background, the area of the slide behind the placeholders, headings, text, and other content. You can change the color of the slide background or insert an image as a background. Background changes can be applied to a single slide or a group of selected slides or to all the slides in the presentation. Mechanics slide layout. Provide a starting point for the slides in a presentation. Used to define the structure, positioning, and formatting for all the content that appears on a slide. Contain placeholders that position and hold content such as text, tables, videos, and images. When you add content to a placeholder, it is automatically formatted using the associated theme settings. You can use the slide layout associated with the theme you have chosen, or change the slide layouts to suit your needs. You can add, delete, move, and modify layouts as needed. In a new presentation, the first slide is automatically created using the title slide layout. By default, when you create a new slide using the new slide command, the slide will have a title and body layout. Placeholders. Considered an object, can be manipulated and formatted in the same manner as other objects such as text, boxes, images, tables, lines, shapes, word art, and so on. When you format a placeholder, it affects the entire placeholder, not just the text within it. Slide Master. Used to apply global settings such as font style and logo placement to the slides used in a presentation. Save an erroneous amount of time. Save an erroneous amount of time. Save an enormous amount of time. Sorry. Tongue tied. A change in the slide master affects all slides that follow. Each presentation theme includes one slide master and a set of related slide layout masters. Slides that are available are determined by the theme settings you have selected. You can edit the master slide as well as each individual slide layout. A layout can have as many body text placeholders as desired, but can have only one title and one subtitle placeholder. The master slide contains the default placeholder styles and arrangement, slide backgrounds, text styles, list options, and shapes for all slides contained in a presentation, regardless of which slide layout is used. The individual slide layout masters determine the default placeholder styles and arrangements, slide background, text styles, list options, and shapes for that particular slide layout. Mechanics proofing. Spell check. Have others review your presentation and provide feedback. Read your text backwards to catch errors you might have missed. Read your text out loud. Be careful with homonyms, HOMONYMS, such as there, and there, or to, and to. Double check punctuation. Check the flow and logic of the information. Working with text objects. Slides have a predetermined number of placeholders based on the selected slide layout. You can insert a text box instead of a placeholder to add more text areas or to add text in a different location without opening the master editor window. A text box is a drawing object that contains text. Text boxes can be resized and moved in the same manner as other objects, such as placeholders. Presentation software includes a variety of lines and shapes that can be used on their own or that can be combined to create graphic art. Format Painter allows you to select a format you wish to use in multiple places and quickly make changes. Order of objects. Bring forward. Move the selected object one layer up, closer to the viewer. Bring to front. Move the selected object to the top layer, closest to the viewer. Send back. Move the selected object one layer back, away from the viewer. Send to back. Move the selected object to the bottom layer, farthest from the viewer. Align objects. Align horizontally left. Align all objects with the object furthest to the left on the slide. Align horizontally center. Center all objects based on the center point of each object. Align horizontally right. Allow all objects with the object farthest to the right on the right slide. On the slide. Align vertically top. Align all objects to the object at the highest point on the slide. Align all objects at the middle of the slide. That's align vertically middle. Align vertically bottom. Align all objects with the bottom at the lowest point on the slide. Center on page horizontally. Arrange the objects from left to right on the slide with equal space between each. Center on page vertically. Arrange the objects from top to bottom on the slide with equal space between each. Inserting images. Upload. Choose an image saved on your computer. Screenshot. Insert an image using screenshot on your computer. URL. Paste or type the URL web address of an image from the web. Google Drive or OneDrive. Search your Google Drive or OneDrive to choose an image. Photo album. Search your photo album to choose an image. Search. Search Google, Life, or the stock photo or the stock photography archive for images. It is important to note that many images found online are copyrighted and cannot be reused without first obtaining permission. Paste. You can also copy an image and paste it directly into your presentation. Transitions and animations. Transitions. Animated effects that control how each slide replaces the previous ones. Animations. Add to text and objects. Objects can be revealed or appear and disappear on the slide default when you click the mouse button. Objects can have more than one animation. Presentation basics. Speaker notes. Add speaker notes to each slide to help remember talking points. Open when in presentation mode. Show time spent in presentation. Timing. Use timing of animations and transitions to keep on schedule. Publishing and sharing. Email as an attachment. Small audience. Will use personally. Publish to web. Large unknown audience. Print copies for audience. Small audience and need to take notes.